Hi there, good people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Hopefully, you're doing good. Today, I'll be doing 3 to 4 videos for you, depending on how much energy I have left. I slept in the middle of the night, like early. Luckily for me, I was not feeling well. Took a little bit of medication and slept. I woke up with, feeling better. So I had my coffee and all that. Hopefully, you can hear me. So let's start with the fragrance from House of Tom Ford. Tom Ford is a designer brand, but sorry about that. Just trying to clear out my throat. So Tom Ford, as far as I understand, they have two lines. One is a designer line, other one is a private blend, which is something like a niche line, like say Dior's Privé collection or Chanel's exclusive. Okay, so this is a big thanks to my dear brother Dr. Jeffrey, who lent me this bottle. A few days back, I did review Plum Japonais, and many of you complained that Joy, you did not get beast mode out of it. It's a beast mode on me. It happens because right now currently our weather condition is very hot and humid, extreme. So perhaps perfumes are not lasting that much. So let's see what we have today. I'll review this one. This one is called Italian Cypress. Sorry about that. And this is a tester unit once again, 50 ml bottle. No box, so I cannot show you the full presentation, but I can show you the bottle. These fragrances are expensive. As far as I understand, this is a 2008 release by Carlos Benaim, and there's an interesting story attached to it. I discovered it as I was smelling it, testing it on me. And then I found out from Fragrantica my theory was correct, or I was rather correct, my nose was correct. So this is how the presentation on 50 ml look. The bigger 100 ml bottles, they look a bit wider. The caps are going to be not as square, it's going to be a little bit longer here. A nice presentation. You can see through the bottle for juice level. If you put it against the light, you can easily see. And at the back, it will say tester. And these are faked a lot, so be careful where you buy these from. Test it before you buy, because they sometimes just use the bottle and then there are videos of fake versus original, so check that out. So this one's 50 ml and it's going to cost you a pretty penny actually right now to get this, because as far as I understand, these are rare to find. Okay, and I don't know if they re-released it or they're planning to re-release it under their designer collection, which is going to be good for people who can afford it more, under $200. That's going to be good. One thing I don't like about these presentations are these caps. They come off very easily, not snug fit, doesn't have click on, that sort of a thing. It looks nice, but it's very easy to take off. So be careful when you pick it up. Even the bottle is not as heavy. This is what's going to happen. If you try to pick it up not holding it, and just comes off so easily, it can break the bottle. Nice looking bottle. I'm a big fan of these. They look really premium. So this was released 2008 by Carlos Benaim, who was the perfumer for this perfume, who also made Polo Green, or Polo for men rather. I'll talk about that. So this fragrance is a green perfume, and I believe this is an unisex offering, or for men, I'm not quite sure, but it smells very powerful, green, not as peppery, but it's a nice little experience. So longevity from this I got pretty decent. It is very long lasting. Projection is also very good, especially not in the room where the AC is on. When I go out, skin warms a little bit, it's projecting. Man, one spray projecting a lot. Okay, projection is very good in warm weather for me. Perhaps this is good for fall and winter, but I'm getting good performance in summer. Second of all, the prices, again, you have to check on pages or trusted sellers. It's going to cost you a lot of money. If you get a tester, I think perhaps you can get it for $250. I don't know, maybe a little bit less, $200 for 50 ml. Sorry, which is, I will talk about the value. But Tom Ford is a brand, so whenever you're paying for a brand like By Kilian, MFK, or something like Frederick Malle, you're basically paying a lot for the name, because they established the name after a lot of hard work of years, like many years. So this one, when I sprayed on, like I don't want to spray it on again because I have it very nicely. I like the dry down a lot. When I sprayed it, I'm like, this is green. And for the first time when I sprayed, I'm like, this is green. It's got this basil mint opening with that green, something green going on. It's a green perfume. And then there's a name. I'm like, oh, Italian Cypress. There you go. Cypress is a green, sort of like a rare note in perfumes. I think one of the YSL Kuros line, maybe Body Kuros has Cypress, or I don't remember. Could be wrong. But Cypress is a very uncommon note. And I've seen it used in maybe Lalique's Encre Noire. They have that vetiver and then Cypress thing going on. So I thought this is similar to that one. But then I'm thinking, when I sprayed on, I get some citrus. Up top, there's a nice little green, very perfectly balanced, kind of like a nature. Think of big trees. Hint of pepper, a little bit spicy, masculine. Do I get leather from it? No. But mostly I got those melange of green. It's very uplifting. Think of like a real big tree. It reminds me of a tree or greenery. Okay. Then I was thinking, what does it remind me of that it's similar to this, which I reviewed a few days back? it was these two perfumes, you know. They look similar, but they are not the same. The right one is called Modern Reserve, which is a vintage perfume. Very rare, very, very expensive nowadays. And this is Polo Green, the modern formulation, the left one. Looks much nicer than this bottle, but trust me, this is much more harsh. Also made by Carlos Benaim. Modern Reserve, I do not recall. These two are very old, the older formulations, somewhere like 1978 or something like a long time back. I don't remember exactly. So these are like Polo Green or Polo for Men are some of the first few colognes by Ralph Lauren, or Polo rather. And the vintage versions, like let's say Safari or like Ralph Lauren Safari, if you can find the Cosmere version, those were something, you know, those are vintage perfumes. So these fragrances remind me of those, you know. When I thought of these, then I also think of Tom Ford's Vert d'Incense or something, the Incense Vert, that fragrance, which is also discontinued, which also has Cypress. This fragrance remind me of all that. And also a little bit of this one, the cheapie. Kurom, of course not the same quality, but for the price point that you get this for, got this oak moss, which also this one has, I forgot. Green, herbaceous oak moss, and very, very nice, very uplifting. Short-lived, not very long-lived, but for the price that you get these for, unbelievable quality. So if you like this kind of fragrances, you're gonna love this. This is more polished. I'm pretty sure Carlos Benaim cut off some notes from Polo Green and made this one to be more polished. It's more modern take on Polo Green. So obviously the quality is going to be very, very good, but the performance, you know, I can tell you it's subpar with Polo Green or Modern Reserve. These are almost same longevity. If you ask me price point wise, you get 120 ml. I think in the modern days you find this one, right? Polo Green. This one is 125 ml. I cannot read these, they're so tiny, my god. But you can get these under $100, easily under $100 for full bottle. You know, if you can get 100, 200 something ml, almost like there's a 300, close to 300 ml, which is going to be fraction of a price of this. So talking about feeling the same way, the opening 1 hour of this is very harsh. Most people do not like this in modern days because it's so harsh, you know. When you smell it, it's so, to some people, so off-putting. I liked it, but most people, they don't like the harshness of it. But it's a designer version of this one, and I think this one has a lot more notes going on, but modern days are a little bit more synthetic, but longevity is pretty damn good. So this one, if you like Tom Ford one, you can try those ones, okay? So the Cypress note sort of like makes it very, I feel this is a note great for mild cold weathers. You can try it, you know, in the mild cold weathers, but imagine like, it will make you feel the spices a little bit, warm you up a little bit in the colder days, and the warmer days, put 1 to 2 sprays, it will project beautifully. So overall, this is a very nice fragrance, and this is one of the best Tom Fords. I have reviewed many thanks to my friends and my buddies, you know, who lend me. I'll put down my links of all the Tom Ford reviews. This is one of the best ones, hands down, but this is not for everybody. If you like this, you can also give it a try. Lalique Encre Noire, very good quality on that one as well, if you like Cypress note. But overall, this fragrance is a masterpiece. Italian Cypress, I give it 10 out of 10, but must try before you buy. Thanks so much, Doc, for your bottle courtesy. Time for second review. Take care.